Hey guys, today we're going to be building a garden shed. I wanted to do a little easy build in between a couple hard builds that I was doing recently. So I figured that I would make a little storage area that would double as a area I can house my Pokemon with Grow Specialty. I also wanted to share this build because I know that sometimes people get overwhelmed with seeing these crazy builds online, and I thought, why not share something decently simple for people to follow along? I didn't have a reference or a plan going into this. I just had an idea and vibes, and you can really tell later when I start to redo things a bunch. I have unlocked the Magnemite ability at this point in time. I just haven't gotten used to using it. And again, I didn't really have a plan, so I was kind of just feeling out the layout. I started just putting out the floor, carving it out from the grass, putting down my foundation, and thinking that it was too big. So then I tear it all down. It doesn't help that I was multitasking while I was making this build, so it definitely didn't have my full attention in regards to like thinking about how I wanted it to look. Again, this is just vibes. This is the point where, looking back, I should have used Magnemite's ability to just place these down easier. I do learn this lesson by the end of the video. So sorry if this bothers you in any way. Hindsight is 2020. Because I knew that I wanted it to house Pokemon, I wanted it to have like a second level to it where the Pokemon could live and hang out. I was also going to eventually fill it with some storage and a crafting table, so I just went ahead and put that in now so I could free up some space in my inventory and also start visualizing how things are gonna fit in the space. This is where I decided that the area was in fact too small, and my original floor plan was actually the right size. That's what I get for doubting myself. A little pit stop to put in some stairs before I fix the other side. This is where I start adding in windows so it doesn't seem like a little prison cell. I do add a lot of grass ever so often so that there's at least like 1 block away from the edge. I also added this ladder, but I still don't know if the Pokemon can use it to get up here. During my first build in this game, I quickly realized that roofing was my biggest enemy. So if anyone has any tips or tricks to make this a better time for me, I'm all ears. Let me know in the comments what you guys do for roofing. I still haven't found a way to incorporate the side ladder that I'm satisfied with. I was laying down this grass so that I can put the roofing on and decided that I needed to cover the ladder for whatever reason. And then me missing it is a sign from Pokopia spirits beyond that I don't need that there. They're trying to warn me. For those wondering why I have this drawn avatar just hanging on the screen, it is actually covering up my camera. I forgot to turn off the source in OBS, and it's just like my hand turning off the camera. Here, I'll show you guys for a second so that you know what I mean. Okay, second son. Thank you so much. Now I'm just taking out the grass from this area, so we can honestly just skip this part. I was thinking about making some windows on the side, but then decided to just do a big one in the back. For those who ever built on like Minecraft or whatever other games you build in, do you guys do even builds or odd builds? I never can decide which ones to do, and I just, again, start building and then suffer the consequences later. I think what trips me up with building in this game is the furniture, because some furniture is a singular block and some of them are two, so then if you try to center them later, it doesn't really work. I don't have much experience building in games like this, so it has been fun trying to challenge myself. Something that I'm working on the side is a Polly Pocket home for my evolutions, but I feel like there's a place for these small little builds that are basic ideas. People should feel encouraged to start somewhere, because if you don't start just doing it, then you'll never do anything. If that makes sense. My little ramblings. I don't know, there's things that I've learned like in this build. I've never painted anything in Pokopia, even though having that ability unlocked for a while. I haven't gotten around to using it. So in this build later on, I do try to paint things and kind of learn that mechanic, which is definitely going to help me later down the line for other things that I attempt. Like after building this and editing it and trying to paint it, I have realized that painting doesn't work the way that I think it does, which is going to fuck me up in the Polly Pocket build that I am doing. That's gonna be fun, but it is a problem for a later day. This is also my first video where I've recorded footage and then later did a voiceover for it. And I'm honestly just chilling here watching this video with you guys and then commenting over it. So it's kind of like we're hanging out together, don't you think? I don't know why I opened my inventory, but then I got distracted by this door and decided to put that on. I started with this door. Spoiler alert, I do change it out. It's huge. But also, look how tiny the interior is. I was really trying to be okay with this entire time. My issue was like, I wanted to keep it simple and small, but I started to realize that it was maybe too simple and too small. I guess this is where my side quest ends and I'm back to doing the roof. Here I start decorating the inside and have trouble with picking shit up this entire video. It is just me honestly struggling with putting shit down and trying to pick it back up and then picking up other things or destroying the house like 20 times. That's fun. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it again and again until I get it right. Or whatever that proverb says. You'll notice too that I always like build one thing here, build another thing there. Like ideas come to me as I'm doing things. I feel like I do best when I just dive into things and get my hands on them, which is like not applicable because my hands, I guess my hands are on the controller, but this isn't me. This is my little avatar. My character, my ditto. If I start planning things too much, I get stuck. I don't really accomplish much. So if you are of that same mindset, just do it. Just get into it. Just start building. Oh my god, and another thing, if it's like, if I scroll on Pinterest for like hours trying to find the thing that I want to build, I start just getting overwhelmed with options and my mind is like, wow, I can build so many things. What do I do? Oh, it's just like, just start with one. Just pick something. Because if not, you're just gonna be there for hours, not getting anything done. So here I'm just decorating, putting on the final touches. If you notice the timestamp though, we still have a bit more to go. This is because I started editing the first half of this video and got ideas for the build while I was editing, and it was like, I can't leave it at this. This is me celebrating the end of it, and this is the beginning of the next part. When I logged in, what is that bitch's name? Whatever. She told me that she did it, that the house was too dark, so then I spent like the first 15 to 30 minutes trying to figure out the electrical wiring for this place before actually going in for what I was going to do, which is changing the roof. I was like, oh, I could let some more light in by changing this out for the glass rooftop. Then I step back, look at it, and I'm like, I don't like the color of the roof, and I kind of don't like the shape. So I just kept staring at it for a while, checking the paint. And like I said earlier, I haven't painted anything in Pokopia yet, so this is me learning how to paint. I pulled up to my Onyx, who knows Crush. Any Pokemon who knows Crush will do this for you. They will take your berries and make it into paint, but you then have to wait. So while I was waiting, I decided to do some side quests. This area bothered me, so I just randomly decided to open it up a bit. I think I saw someone somewhere have this part open and was like, oh, that would be nice if I created a better entrance. I then impatiently went back up to Onyx and was like, hey, are you done? Give me like 5, and I went to go find more things to do. I realized I hadn't checked the PC yet for the day, so went and did that. You'll see that I replaced the stamp with the squiggly one. Pro tip, these squiggly stamps are worth more money at the end of each week. Shopping, perusing, getting a fossil. Like, pulling up once more to Onyx, begging him for some green paint. I then decided to go visit Vespa Queen. I always say her name wrong. And get my honey furniture. Pay no attention to the interior of this build. I need to get my furniture game up. I don't know how to decorate the insides of these houses. Also, this is not her home forever. I was just tired of using honey on her habitat to get her to pull up, so I put her in this house. So this house will later be for, I think we decided for Hoot and Pidgey. The little birds are gonna live in this house. Checking my loot. I'm gonna work on a hive for the bees later, so that'll be fun. He is finally done with my green paint. I come back and this bitch is still complaining about it being dark. Trying to help her out best I can. Place these string lights, and then I find a cute place for them, and the electricity doesn't even reach them. I haven't experimented much with the electricity. I need to get better about going to Dream Islands and getting Pokemedals so that I can actually build all these boxes. What are you guys doing with your electric boxes? Are you digging them, incorporating them into your build? I see a lot of build videos come up on my For You page, and I never see anyone talk about what they do with these boxes or poles. I know people have been digging the poles in the ground and stuff. I'm assuming they're doing the same with the boxes. I would just love to see it in some videos. Like, am I using too many? I get self-conscious about the amount of boxes that I've been using. This is my first paint, guys. All leading up to this moment. Learned that I cannot do it with Magnet Rise. That I have to individually go up and splatter the paint. And it's an ugly green. I did not vibe with that green. We're picking up Smear Guru. Because again, I still don't know how this painting thing works. And then I'm like, what? Okay, so I have to give him the items, which kind of sucks because now I have to go and take down the entire roof and then put it back up. I then went to go get my paints because I have them in a chest somewhere. Realized it's not in Bleak Beach, but actually in Pallet Town. So now I'm going there to go pick up all my paints. And my inventory is always full. Chronic full inventory bitch over here. I try so hard to be, but I'm not a very organized person. And so with the storage system that the game currently has in place, it's really hard for me. And I think I will one day try to do a centralized storage system. And I kind of have started that in Withered Wastelands, but I haven't worked on it to the full extent. So I have a lot of chests everywhere with random items. I think once I get a hold on that, it'll be easier for me to also put cute furniture in people's houses and not just work on the outside. This is me taking down the roof because not only did I decide to change the color, but I also decided to change the type. But I did panic halfway through because I was like, wow, I did all of that work and I could have used the replace feature instead. Doing a little patch test, a swatch, if you will, before painting the rest of them. And now we're just putting down the tile. This is where I was like, wait, can I use replace? And I tried it and then realized I guess it only works for floors and walls. Kind of sucks. Oh, this is me deciding that I wanted to make it bigger on the back as well, like I did on the sides. So breaking down the entire back wall, which leads to me having to move all the decorations inside and half of the roof, and also ask these people if they want to move in like for the 5th time. It's a lot of learning curves, you know? Especially if I've played games like Minecraft and I'm not new to building in games. I just have never felt the need to make like creative stuff. I've always wanted to do creative builds in Minecraft, but my Minecraft phase never lasts long enough for me to be able to do that. I guess I did build in creative mode once, actually. The biggest thing I've ever built in Minecraft, I did the Tangled Tower, now that I'm remembering. I didn't do creative mode. It was survival, but it was in a friend's server, and he cheated and got me all the materials with whatever, however the fuck. So I didn't feel like I earned it. The moment you guys have all been waiting for, I am using the Magnemite ability, finally. I know I used it a little bit earlier, but the Minecraft story took precedence, sorry. This also helps though, because I was struggling with how pointed the roof came out. I don't know how to describe it, but my friend also saw me mid-build and was like, oh, are you putting like flowers at the top? That's so cute. And I was like, oh no, I'm just laying these down to put flat tile on top of them. But then I was like, wait, because it's like a garden build. Why don't we just put some dirt up there? So that's how that came to be. I did think that the singular row of flowers looked a little bit off, so this also gave me an opportunity to go back and add a second row of them. I also fucked up here because it's supposed to be glass panels. This was supposed to be the size from the beginning, and I doubted myself and was like, no, that's too big. And then ended up with this size anyway at the end. You live and you learn. And honestly, I feel like it's better to try to expand than it is to take everything down and make it smaller. These Pokemon love to bother you while you're crashing out. Like, I'm trying to pick up all these items. It's never, the pickup feature never picks up whatever it is you actually want it to pick up. It picks up everything around it, and the Scyther, like, won't shut the fuck up. So I have to talk to him midair. Going back to my Minecraft ramble, though, I have been trying to test my limits and decided that my evolutions need a Polly Pocket house. I've been building it on stream over on Twitch, but I do some of these builds offline, like this one. Some of them I will do live. I think it is fun to kind of go through the process with people, especially like having a second pair of eyes, and maybe someone can point out, hey, you can do this differently. Always love that. I made the mistake again of being like, yeah, I'm done. And then realizing I picked up the window, went back, no one would let me in to see this window. Everyone's just blocking me. and was like, whoa, we're done again. Except I didn't move the decoration on the inside, so now I have to go back and do that. And I'm taking the roof down with me, so I'm once again crashing out about that. And this fucking vine won't let me pick it up for whatever reason. There we go. I was so happy that the plant just easily let me pick it up, because I swear if that shit happened again where it didn't, or picked up the planks behind it, I was gonna be done. I was done. This is where no one let me out of the house, so I just magnumite up. I don't know, does anyone else use these abilities to travel instead of like the actual abilities they're supposed to be? I don't know how to make this upstairs cuter. It honestly feels like a prison cell and that I'm just holding them hostage up here. I still trying to get this bitch more light. Got her the mushroom lamps because I haven't figured out the electricity for the entirety of the town. And then again, I think I'm done. But then I look at the house and was like, kind of plain. I am celebrating. Follow me. Gonna get you some drone aerial footage of this place. And then I'm like, wait, I can add leaves to the outside and make it more garden-esque. So I gotta make a salad. My leafage is not powered up. And then I just start willy-nilly putting leaves on the building. If you didn't know, if you have your leafage powered up, you can long press the trigger to get these vines. And then if you short press it, you'll get the climbing up ones. And then I just kind of put them wherever my heart desires. We're almost at the end here, but I would love to hear what kind of designs you guys are doing for your towns. What is your favorite area? Honestly, I kind of been focusing on all of the areas equally. I don't have any one area built up more than the other. I think right now Pallet Town would be like my top area for building, just because I'm building that Polly Pocket house. But I built a tree house here. I feel like I spent a lot of time actually in Withered Wastelands. And I've built a coffee area. Where I fuck up and break the foundation of the house once more. But yeah, I have a gym planned out as well. There's a greenhouse in the back. I don't know if I made a video for that one, but if I did, I would be happy to share with you guys. We are finally to the end of this build. So this is the last time I will beckon for you guys to follow me. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. I kind of enjoyed making this video, and I say kind of just because I don't know how well this is turning out. But we shall see. I will be posting more content, especially around the Polly Pocket house, so if you want to keep up with that, don't forget to subscribe. If you liked this video, please drop a like, maybe leave a comment letting me know what your favorite part was. Or if you hated my build and have suggestions on how I can improve it, I guess you can let me know that too. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay peachy!